Welcome back to my channel. I have to apologize for the lack of content recently. I've actually been learning. I've been doing well. I have a full-time job, so I work as well. But in my spare time, when I usually do game development, I've been taking a class about music production with FL Studio. My goal with this channel is to be, indie game development from beginning to end. That includes making my own art assets and making my own music assets. I want to learn everything about it. So I'm I'm pretty good at the programming part. It's what I do in my real life. I'm a software engineer. But as far as art goes, I am yeah, I've learned a lot about 3D modeling over the years, but drawing, like texturing, not something I'm great at. And music, I'm starting from practically zero here. So I'm not very far in. Oh, I've got a new version available. I'm not very far in the course, but I have learned some basics about the channel rack, the arrangement here, and like how to put together patterns and then listen to just the pattern, the song. I've gotten a little bit, not the piano roll, not the channel rack, mixing. Mixing is something that I've started to get into. This is like some fairly technical stuff. It's kind of interesting, but you have to do things like so there are a ton of plugins and stuff, and you can kind of like choose what frequencies to split out. I think chromatic EQ, so equalizing, like that. So like say you have like a bunch of bass or something and you want it to take over like the bottom of the frequency because that's where it hits the hardest and has the most impact. So you don't want like your voices or your drums or something to take up any of that bandwidth. So you can put like an equalizer in here, and well, I'm in the master right now. But if you go to one of the channels here, add in frequency, then you lower this, and it won't let anything go in that frequency. I don't quite know how this affects the actual sound yet. I'm getting into that part in my class. But this is the kind of shit you have to worry about, and it's a lot more involved, I guess, than just like putting together cool beats and patterns, which is what I kind of thought I was going to be doing. Um, that's probably all I really will do, but there are some like technical setup things that I should probably learn since I'm, trying to learn the right way to do things. Anyway, so in order to make some music, um, the channel rack starts you up with some like 808s. So you can just kind of like draw notes into it. So the kick, what does that sound like? Hit the pattern. All right, so you got that. And then let's draw in some claps. Kind of like that. All right, and then hats. So what are those? All right, let's. Oh, there's just a little tink. All right, sweet. I kind of like that. What's a snare sound like? All right, maybe this is the one I want offset a little bit. All right, sweet. Okay, so we got ourselves a pattern. So now, if we switch over to song and we paint this pattern out here. So if you hit pat, it'll just be the pattern. But if you switch to the song, it'll play from here. Kind of digging this. All right, sweet. Now just experimenting here. So what happens if you extend it? So does this give you some dead time? Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Anyway, so then you can take it even farther. So let's go, we'll create a new pattern here. We'll just call this test. All right, let's open the, let's open the channel rack. So let's add an instrument. We'll go with keys, fairly easy to understand. Okay, and then this is where you put it into the mixer. Yeah, mixer. All right, so the channel that you put it in here controls where it is in the mixer. But anyway, so now that we have some keys here, it's like, what, can we only do one note? No, so for that you need the piano roll. So if we just draw in some notes here, it'll just give you like a default one pattern. Yeah, but you need, I mean, it's a keyboard, so you need more than one note, right? So you go over to the piano roll here. It's kind of weird because, yeah, what did I do? I went all the way up and then down. It's kind of weird because I want to point with the top left corner of the icon, and that's not what it seems to want. And since I don't know shit about playing the keyboard, this is pretty much what I'm gonna have to do here is just draw in notes on a virtual keyboard. All right, so we got our keys here. And all right, let's play our pattern. All right, beautiful. Now, honestly, mixer right now. Mixer this. How do I shorten this? Okay. Not the most catchy thing in the world. You know, I'll have to figure out how to shut that down. But so we go over here, and then here is pattern. That's how I shorten it. No, it kept going a lot longer. Anyway, let's shorten that back down just a little bit. I'm sure it's probably something right here, like slice, mute, select, zoom, playback. Actually, you know, I can probably shorten it on the actual not the mixer. What is the word I'm looking for here? The playlist. They call this thing the playlist, but the arrangement is what you're actually looking at. Okay, so we still have that. Pattern one. All right, let's play our song. uh, I actually kind of dig it. All right. Anyway, so you are looking at, you are witnessing the culmination of my FL Studio skills right now. But that's what I've been working on. I've been learning how to use this thing. I bought FL Studio, I think Producer Edition, one of the middle ones. It came with a whole bunch of like different instruments and plugins and stuff. I'm not quite sure like what um like genre I'm gonna go for, but I definitely want to make some sound effects or some background music, and then grab some sound effects for my Tetris game. So that's all I wanted to show you. That's what content has been light. I've been learning, which I encourage everyone to keep doing. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.